Hello everyone, thank you guys so much for clicking my channel. Again, it's Mary. Today I did this look right here, so if you guys are interested to see how I created this look, continue to watch. I did use my new Juvias Place Masquerade palette that I've been looking for. Finally got my hands on it yesterday. Super excited. If you guys are interested on how I created this look, continue to watch. Thank you guys again so much for clicking my video. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, your family, everybody to go follow me on YouTube. I'm gonna try to be consistent with these videos. I hope you guys like this look, and stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, you guys, I am so excited that I have my hands on this Juvias Place Masquerade palette. Super duper excited. Don't have anything like it. Very bold, colorful palette. Absolutely love it. Starting off for a transition color though, I am using the Born to Run palette from Urban Decay. It has one of my favorite like orangey transition kind of a shades in it, so that's what I'm using in the crease. I believe that shade is called Riff that I'm using. I typically combine the shade Riff and Still Shot in my crease. This brush that I'm using, you guys, is one of the brushes that comes with like the Anastasia palettes. So I believe this one came out of my Subculture palette. It's like a double-ended eyeshadow brush, but I just like the fluffy end because it blends really well. So that's what I'm using to blend my shadow. Now I'm kind of cutting out my crease. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I typically do not do cut creases. I don't particularly care to do them because it's a lot of work and it takes precision, and I don't have the patience, honestly. And I have a hooded eye, so because my eye is hooded, I have to kind of overdraw my crease in order for it to actually be noticed. So it takes a lot. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm going in with this blue shade. The name of it is Dahlia. It's on the first row of the Juvias palette. And I'm using a smudge brush to pat that in on my lid. I'm basically applying it right over top of the concealer that I used to kind of cut out the crease as my guide. And I'm just patting that color on, kind of focusing it in the middle of my lid. Now I'm just kind of defining that defining that crease a little bit more with my smudge brush. Next, I'm going to go in with this deeper blue. Well, honestly, on camera, it looks more violet, more purple. So we can say purple, but initially when I saw the palette, it looked like a navy blue to me. But nevertheless, I'm going in with that deeper kind of purpley shade on the outer corner, using the other end of the brush and softly blending that in with the first blue that I placed on the lid. Blending is key. and take your time. This look, of course, took way more than 15 minutes to do. So take your time. Make sure whenever you're doing a look like this that you set aside enough time to accurately achieve the look that you're going for. Now I'm just going in with the other end of the brush and just kind of diffusing any harsh lines and blowing out that deeper color on the end so that there's no harsh lines of demarcation or separation between the two colors. You want everything to be cohesive and to kind of blend and fade into one another. I'm going back in with that transition shade to define that a little bit more, to give more of a pop in the crease. Now I'm gonna go in and add this pop of color in the inner tear duct. The lighter blue from that palette. I'm gonna use that same smudge brush and begin to pack that on in the inner tear duct. This also opens up the eye and give a nice kind of ombre faded effect. Next, I'm going in with my foundation. Disclaimer, this foundation is too warm for me. I'm not gonna lie, it is too warm for me. It's very hard to get an accurate shade with these drugstore foundations. I'm using the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation from NYX. I will say though, this foundation is very matte. If you're looking for an extremely matte foundation that stays in place all day, this is the foundation for you, and it's not expensive. Nevertheless, it's very hard to figure out what your perfect shade is, but it does stay in place. One of my favorite concealers, again, the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Tan Deep Sand. Going back in with my beauty blender and just blending that out under my eye. I'm gonna be honest, because my foundation is warm, I probably could have went in with an even brighter concealer to bring a balance, but I didn't. But it's alright. It wasn't horrible. That's the only thing, y'all, about these drugstore foundations. They are really good, but it's so hard to make sure you have the right color. You can go on YouTube, you can find people that look like you, but the reality is the person you see on camera, their undertone could be completely the opposite of what yours is. And then most of these drugstores don't have testers and you're guessing, and I'm not a person that go and return stuff. Now I'm going in to set my concealer using my favorite Mercier translucent powder and watching the real clearly. I'm using my beauty blender, which is still damp, pressing it over top of my concealer to set that, prevent any creasing, and it's going to keep it really smooth and in place all day. Now, I don't go extremely heavy with my translucent powder. I find when you do that, if you're taking pictures and you're doing flash, that's when people tend to look extremely light under the eye and it almost pulls white. So you want to be mindful how much translucent powder you're putting on under your eye. Now I'm going in under the eye to kind of smudge that crease color underneath to make the eye look complete. I find whenever you're doing a bright eye look or any intense eye look, really any eye look that's going to have deep or a lot of depth to it rather, I find when you smudge that color underneath, it kind of brings it all together. The eye look looks more complete. It doesn't look like you forgot to do a step. So it kind of brings it all in. So don't forget to enhance that lash, the lower lash line, with a little color. I'm excited about these lashes, y'all. I've been wanting these Miami lashes for a very long time. And I put those on off camera because, you know, that's a struggle. Even for me, it is. Moving on to lips, I'm using my favorite lip liner, which is the Cork lip liner from MAC. It's a really pretty soft brown. And I'm going to end up mixing it with one of my NYX lip liners. Only because I misplaced my lip liner pencil. And I wasn't able to sharpen it. So with that being said, I was kind of scratching up my lips. Trying to force color to work on it, and it just needs to be sharpened. So nevertheless, I'm about to go in with the NYX one just to define the outside a little bit more. This one's a little bit more pink, but it'll do. Definitely a lot smoother, feels a lot better. Next, I'm going to go in the middle with my NYX Intense Butter Gloss. I want to say this is in the shade Cookie Butter, if I'm not mistaken. And it's pretty bright, so in order to tone it down, I am going to mix in 2 other lip glosses as well. Now I'm going to go in to add some depth to my skin, so I'm using the Black Up Contour Powder in the shade number 3 to sculpt out my face and add some color so that I won't look flat. This just adds some structure, and then I'm going to layer a bronzer over top to add some more warmth. So now I'm about to go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep to soften the contour and add some warmth to my face. This also helps to diffuse any harsh lines that I may have from the contour powder. Apply until you feel like you don't want any more. Everyone's preference with bronzer is different. Now I'm going to go in my waterline with my Milk eyeliner, which I've been loving lately. It's so soft. The blendability is insane. So super duper pigmented, black and smooth. And then I'm just going back in with the deeper shade that I use in the outer corner to enhance that lower lash line again, so that it didn't get lost from applying the eyeliner. Now I'm gonna go in with my Lancome Monsieur BIG mascara to apply to my bottom lashes, and I'm gonna put a little on my top lashes, but I don't want to go too heavy where it clumps in the false lashes. So I'm just kind of making sure it's getting on my actual lashes so that it looks very seamless with the false lashes. This is my favorite part, you guys. I have to edit the dramatics. It's just so refreshing, and everything just kind of settles into the skin. Love, love, love that part. And now I'm coughing my lungs up. Yo, so unfortunate. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I didn't bore you. Like, thumbs up, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much again for watching my video. Have a great day. Bye.